Corey. So here you are at Daytona. Just talk about your feelings right now.
Oh man, I'm elated. Worked my entire life to try to be a Cup driver, and it's been a tough road, a tough go of it, and just needed a good shot. And Ron Devine and BK Racing gave me that shot, and they had to come down here and make the Daytona 500, and here we are on Sunday before the big race.
Yeah. So you were away for a while, So just recap, what you've been doing the last couple of years since the last time you were in a Cup car.
So I think I drove that Cup car in 2014 for them 2 races. In 2015, I didn't race one time. I didn't have a NASCAR license in 2015 just because I didn't have any money, couldn't get anything going. In 2016, I got back in an Xfinity car with E-Theory and JGL and had some good runs there and built the stock back up a little bit, and that got the attention of BK Racing and Ron, and they were in need of a driver, and they called me up, and here we are.
Yeah. And there's a lot of drivers out there who have the sponsorship struggle stories. So what would your story be like?
Oh man, it was absolutely nothing. I had no money, no sponsors, and Darren Rood and Patty from E-Theory reached out, and they saw how I carried myself on social media, and kind of the values that I have are the same values that E-Theory has as a brand, and they thought I'd be a good representative for those guys, and they gave me a little bit of help to go kind of fish around and see what I can find, and ended up at JGL with those guys, and had some real good runs, and got some good brand awareness for those guys. Got some brand awareness for me back as well at the racetrack.
Yeah. So you were on the phone with Jimmy Johnson, and just talk about that phone call and how he helped you to get this whole thing started.
Well, I was politicking really hard to get in this car, and it's hard if you're not bringing some money. So I didn't feel like I was making a whole lot of headway. So me and Jimmy are mountain bike buddies, and we kind of hang out and work out sometimes. And I figured that if Jimmy Johnson, seven-time champ, would offer a call up on my behalf, it would carry some weight. So I texted him, asked for a favor, and he called him right up and talked for a little bit. And like 2 days later, that's when Ron was like, "All right, let's go ahead and do this thing." So it was a cool story, and he's just one of the guys that have helped me along the way. There's been several others, hundreds of others, and I'm proud to represent those guys here today.
So what's your mindset going to be in the race day? Obviously, you're racing for a confirmed future in the Cup Series or just in NASCAR, so I can't imagine racing with that on your mind. Is it on your mind, or do you put that out of the car when the race starts?
You just try to, you don't think about anything outside of what your job is doing in the race car when you're out there. You have so much information to take in and process that if you're worried about other stuff outside the car, then you're not gonna be capable of running with the guys in front of you. So I still got a lot to learn in the race car and outside the race car, but I think that I do belong here. I think I can race with these guys. I know I can race with these guys, and I want to prove it to everybody in the stands, prove it to the owners that Corey Lajoie is a Cup Series guy.
So what do you think about the Cup Series?
Oh man, there's no friends. Even in practice, you try to suck up behind somebody, they're trying to break you off the draft. It's a lot of guys that are there for themselves, which is all good, and I understand that. So I'm gonna have to learn that you have no friends out here. Even your teammates sometimes isn't even your friends. So it's gonna be a fun year for myself. Try to build a career, trying to get in a full-time ride, which I haven't had in a NASCAR series yet, with BK Racing, and hopefully it all kind of works out. Just trying to work hard, try to get sponsors, try to put good races together, and never know what can happen.
Do you think you have to be more selfish to make it in the sport?
Racing is a very selfish sport. I'm a Christian guy where I feel like I try not to be selfish outside the race car, and it's definitely a switch you have to flip when you get inside the race car. There's no friends, there's no helping anybody, and if you are helping somebody, it's only to benefit yourself later in the race. And it is a tough battle, just to flip that switch off and be a selfish person. But hey, sometimes the most selfish people are the most successful ones. So I try to stay grounded outside the race car and be friends with everybody, and try to give a little bit, but inside the race car, it's all selfish, all for Corey Lajoie.
Right. What advantages have you found with your father, having Randy, having that name? Have you found any advantages?
No, but it definitely helps open a conversation. Somebody that know my dad from back then, it's a good introduction. But my dad he's always wanted me to go out there and make peers for myself and try to help myself along the way, and it definitely has worked out.
Any disadvantages, you think?
No.
Yeah. So, obviously you won in K&N, ARCA. What would you say is your favorite victory of your career?
The next one, you know.
Next one.
Yeah. So I've had a bunch of good ones. Dover, a couple ARCA races, Kentucky, Pocono. So they've all been good. But the next one, I'm sure is going to be even better.
All right. I got a couple photos here. Just talk about this moment and the memories that you had. So this is
that's the first K&N win to Bowman Gray.
Mm-hmm.
That's all my buddies there. That's a wooden dale that we always had our go-kart track growing up. So that was cool. That was a cool experience to be in the infield. All my buddies for the first win.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first modified win in Atlanta. Beat Tim Brown from the Madhouse. That was a good night. That was about a month removed from me falling asleep and crashing a car, about killed myself.
Oh, wow.
So I could hardly walk in that picture, let alone drive a car, and we ended up winning the race.
Wow.
That was pretty cool.
And one more photo here. Special moments and fans.
Yeah, so that's walking up the aisle after Bowman Gray, because you're right there entrenched with those fans, and you know, the fans are what runs the sport, man. That's what we're here for. If they weren't here, then we wouldn't be doing it. So it's cool to hang out with kids. I try to help them guys out, whether I give them my hat or an autograph when I'm kind of tight for time. I always try to help them guys out.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, man.
Best luck today.
I appreciate it.